Oh, that's hot there. Holy crap. Stuck my hand in there, but got fried right off.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
Today on In the Wood Yard, we've got some wood leaving and we've got some Uncle Benjamin's coming home. Here we go. So today is a beautiful day in the wood yard. It is, I don't know, about 7 o'clock. Sun just coming up. And it's supposed to get to 45 degrees today, so it should be a great day. It's not too windy. And I got people that want me to bring them firewood, and they're going to give me pictures of Uncle Benjamin. So that's what we're going to do. I got 2 deliveries for sure, maybe 3 if I can get the third one scheduled. The first one is for 2-face cords, or 2/3 of a cord. It's going to the restaurant that I go to probably every 3 weeks now. He's starting to be a real good customer. This is going to be probably one of my most regular, fairly decent volume customers. He's buying wood on a regular basis for his, he's got a pizza oven. The restaurant is called Parm. We go in there in just a little bit. He gets 2 face cords at a time because he's got a rack that can fit one, and then they put the other face cord right up around where their oven is. And he's been going through about 2 face cords every 3 weeks, which is great. And so I think going to be hopefully a customer that just keeps buying wood year round, and hopefully I can have wood for him, so that'd be great. And the other one's going to a longtime customer. He needs another face cord. He said he's just about out. He said winter just won't end. He said I need more wood, so I'm going to be bringing him some wood today too. So we're going to get chucking wood in right now. It's time. Well, there it is. The wood has been chucked. And I stopped and got my wheelbarrow and my hand cart because this is a place that I have to haul the wood in. They help me, but it's one of those things that I really don't want to do. I'd rather just dump it and go. But I think because of the volume this guy has the potential to buy, I'm going to just keep doing it this way. Kind of a customer service thing. And eventually maybe I'll just tell him, hey, you know, I need more help, or I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit because it does take me half hour to unload it and get it into his place. But it's a good customer. Let's close these up. That should work. I think I'm gonna turn the wheelbarrow sideways though so the wind doesn't catch it and toss it out. Now it's in there good. All right, down the road we go. Stuck my hand in there, but got fried right off.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Almost 700.
Yeah.
680.
680 something. Yeah.
And what do you cook at?
750-ish.
Oh, nice. That's all you need is that little bit.
Yeah, right there.
It's awesome.
This is about a 3-minute pizza right now.
So do you move it left to right during the day, or you just slide everything over? Or?
Yeah, so like we opposite, go back and forth. So right now the fire's here, tomorrow the fire will be over there.
Oh, okay. Is that just to prevent burnout, or just to keep it warm?
Just to kind of move it around and keep it going that way.
Right.
I don't know if it actually does anything, but in my head it does. So.
Yeah. I am back in the wood yard after my first delivery. You saw that it went into a restaurant. I showed you a little bit in the scenes there. He's been going through about 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord every 3 weeks. And he said it should pick up because besides that restaurant, he also has a trailer that he does events with. And he'll be taking wood to that too because it's also a wood-fired pizza oven. And it should be a really good account. I'm thinking over the next year, if I look at the numbers just roughly, if he goes through at least a full, he's been going through about a full cord a month, and if that's the case, that should be 12 full cords for a year for the one guy, which is 36 face cord at $120 a face cord. So it's a real good account. It should be, you know, $3 grand, a little over that.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
More than that, almost 4, I guess, with delivery.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
So good account. So restaurants are a good gig. Now this next one is going to a guy that needed one more face cord, or a third of a cord, to make it through the winter. He said he's just about out. So he said, bring another one. So this is going to be my way of dealing with this pile that fell over. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to pick it up off the ground with the stuff that's clean anyway. It's not full of snow. I'm going to pick it up, throw it in here, and instead of restacking it. So we're just going to put it in, and we're going to go deliver that one. And then my other delivery for today, I thought I was going to have, they don't want the wood till Saturday because they're not going to be home this week. So after this, then we'll find something else to do. So time to chuck some wood. Do you think the cats are going to help? They're all here. Well, yeah, they're all here. All 5 of them are here. Long-haired one somewhere. There it is. There's the nasty guy. Okay, I'm going to throw some wood in now. So they're probably going to run when it starts banging. They don't like loud noises. It's nice to get this off the ground without restacking it. Just get rid of it. Oh, some of them are frozen a little bit. There we go. That took 10 minutes. It's in. We're going to go down the road. We're going to deliver it. Got to get there because the guy has an appointment he has to go to. So got to hustle. So down the road we go. Well folks, I'm back from my delivery, and on my way back I found a pile of pallets. There's a bunch more I didn't even get, but I just grabbed the ones that looked the best that I could fit into the truck. They're at a business pretty close by to where my business is, and I've gotten them there once or twice before, and they had a big huge pile, so I figured I'd grab them. Nothing spectacular. There's a couple really nice oak ones here, but they will work. And I backed up to where I've got the bins started over here. You can see over to the side, the bin that Bert and I were working on just the other day. And I'm gonna build it out a little bit longer because I'm gonna keep re-splitting a bunch of the wood that we processed over the last week that we did. And I'm gonna be able to bring it out here now. Today, right now, it's about 40 degrees. The wind went down, absolutely beautiful out here. But it's getting softer out here. So I figured I'd get the pallets out here, get this built. Then tonight it's supposed to be cold again. This should freeze up, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to load up the trailer with the bucket and the tractor or skid steer, whatever. We'll load it up, bring it out here, and dump another load in because I'll have another load done, maybe even 2 by then. I'll do some splitting on, so that's what's going to happen. So I want to build this out a little bit bigger, and if you were here yesterday or the day before, I'll show you a little bit right now what we did. We're basically just going 2 pallets wide. And then we're tying the pallets together, and then on the bottom we're putting one on each side, so that we're just wiring it is all we're doing, is wiring them together, and it's holding real nice. And then we put a wire across the top here just to keep it from falling apart there. And so yeah, we got, I think we did 3 loads into this so far, so there's like 5 or 6 full cords, I can't remember. It's a bunch of wood. But so this is going to be the drying bins. We're going to build something like this quite a bit now because this seems to work really good. It's easy to do, pretty fast, holds the wood really good, and I think the wood's going to dry really good out here. It's going to get plenty of sun and wind, and we don't have to stack. We can just build them right in there, and then what we'll do is as I sell the wood, we'll just jump right into the bin and chuck it into the trailer off the side, and then just refill it again once it's empty. So there they are. The cats are out here checking everything out. As you can see, there they are. Okay, we're gonna load these puppies right now. And I did not need a skid steer to load them. I was able to just back up to the pile and throw them in with my bare hands, the old-fashioned way. So we're just gonna throw these down right here. So this is a good one here. This is, looks like maple and oak, very heavy. That's a good one. That's the kind we want. Another good one. This is all oak. Another really good one. So yeah, a lot of companies will get rid of these because, oh, that one's coming apart. They just don't need them, don't have space, whatever. And sometimes they start to get busted up a little bit and they'll get rid of them. But for what I'm doing, it's all you need. We're not going to be moving this around much at all. You know, with product in it in like a warehouse where you got to make sure everything's nice and stable. We're just building a cage to throw a bunch of firewood in, so that's all we need. So we'll get these unloaded here and I'm going to start building on the cage a little bit more then. We can save some of the really good ones which are on this pile over here, and we can build cages that Bert can use for his firewood that he can move around with a skid steer for his wood boiler. There's a little guy here. There we go. Okay. So, got a couple other little things to show you here that might be of interest. So I'll show you right now. So this is probably nothing new to a lot of you, but I've got the D corners on all 4 corners of my truck. You can see over there, there's some rope on that one, there's some rope on this one, there's some rope on this one. I'm going to show you how I use these quite often. Get this set up here. So as you can see, it's this parachute cord, which I use quite often. It works good just for tying stuff down real quick, like if I've got something that's sticking up, I don't want the wind to catch and flip it out. If you got like a wheelbarrow or something that's small you don't really need to use a tie down for. I use these a lot, sometimes instead of getting out a ratchet strap, which ratchet straps are where I work with a lot too. But this works really nice for tying stuff down. So all I ever do to keep it in here all the time is I got it tied on permanent, well, semi-permanently. It's just on a loop. So I can take it off real quick and move it to another corner. So it's a loop through a loop. And I wrap it up like this on my hand. Just kind of twirl it around here quick. And have them, like I said, I've got them on 3 of the corners. Sometimes I put them on all 4. So I wrap it up to there, and then I grab it here, pull this out, grab it here, then I roll this a couple times, and then I go the opposite direction with this one, around and around, and then I go back through it like this, and I pull it tight like that, and then it stays like that, and it just stays out of the way. It's convenient. Next time I need to use it, all I got to do is just shove this through, pull it, and I can go, and keeps it out of the way. So that works really good. Next thing I'm going to show you are my hikes boots, because I have been wearing these now for, oh, let's see, I got them in October, so November, December, January, February, March. So I've got I wouldn't say 6 months in them yet. And I wear them almost every day. There's some days I don't wear them, but it's pretty much been almost every day. They're hikes. It's spelled H-A-I-X. I believe that's how it's spelled. I thought, let me look quick here. Yeah, H-A-I-X. And they're chainsaw boots. Some of you have seen it on the channel, some of you haven't. They're safety boots. Basically, they're steel-toed, rubber-tipped back and front. Really good traction with, I think it's, let me see, what is it on here? I can't bend my leg that much. It sucks to get old. I can't even bend my leg anymore. Let me see. Vibram, is that it? There you go. So on the bottom, so real good traction. They got a good grip in the back, and they've got Kevlar protection all the way through the tongue and on the sides. And they're every day I wear them, they get better and better and better. They're just getting really broke in, because these aren't cheapy boots. These are like $300-400 boots in that range. And the reason I'm bringing it up right now is I just got contacted by Tracy at Hikes. She's a sales rep, and they're doing a deal right now where they're giving away 100 pairs of these through a drawing for free. So you're going to want to check that out. And it's a limited time, so you want to do it right away. They're basically going to have people do testing for them. They're going to give away a bunch of different models. They have a lot of these, and they have other ones, two on the channel, on their site that you can go to. There's ball bearings in here. It's got a speed lace up on the top. 3 of them. The ball bearings, this has got a locking mechanism right here, so you pull it, it locks, so it won't undo here. It's got holes up on top here, so it billows. It's got a nice neoprene backing here, so you don't get sawdust down your boots at all. The only thing about them that I would say is that when you first get them, they're extremely stiff. They're like snowmobile boots. And at first I was like, oh man, every day they got a little better, but they broke in slowly, which is good, which means they're going to last a long time. But I've been wearing them almost every day, and now they're getting really comfortable. I really like them a lot. I would highly recommend them. So go check it out. If you want to get a free pair, they got some drawing thing they're giving away where they're giving away pairs for testers. And they're giving 100 pairs away. So you're going to want to go check it out. So they are the Hikes boots. I like them. I like them a lot.
I like it a lot.
Okay, back to work. All right, so I'm gonna put on a couple more sides, a couple more pieces on the bottom, extend this baby out. So pretty easy. All we do is slide these up here. I'm gonna grab a chunk of wire. I cut some ahead of time. We're gonna wrap that right up on top here. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom. And make the cage bigger. So nothing fancy, just a couple wraps, a few twists, and it seems to work pretty good. So I'll go around one more time, and then I'm going to go back underneath between the middle, and then what I'm going to do is pull it towards me around a couple times and back on itself again and cinch it down, kind of almost like a trucker's knot, if you know how to do that. Just kind of cinching the wires together a little bit. And then this one down here has already got a wire on it next to it, so I'm just going to go across and under and tie them both together here. There you go, that's kind of together. And we're going to do one on the other side, and then we're going to run a wire across the top. And I've usually been using the cheaper, chintzier, not as high quality of wood ones on the sides. So this is a pine one, and that's a pine one, and the ones on the bottom, I try to put the oak ones if I can, because I know they'll last longer. So I'll just put this one here, and then we're going to go to the existing bottom one here, I think. Oh, nope, that one's already tied on, so I got to grab another wire for up on top here. Do the top one, and then we'll do the bottom one. So yeah, basically just the four corners and then across the top, and that seems to be all we need, and it's plenty solid because there's not really that much pressure going out. It's most of the weight obviously goes down. I'm actually getting hot because it's like 40 degrees and no wind at all. It's just absolutely gorgeous out here. Once again, it's too bad you guys have to be sitting in a cubicle or sitting on your throne at home pushing. Hope everything goes all right for you. Okay, so this one we're going to give a little spin to it, and then we're going to attach this one down low here. And then we're going to put another one where I can do a double on here, so the next one next to it can also be tied in with the same piece of wire. So I'm just going to do like a single right here and leave lots of extra for the next one. So I can tie the corners and the bottom together. So leave that one there. And then we're going to put a long one across the top. I'm pretty sure the offspring of Frank Lloyd Wright is very nervous right now. I'm going to make their great-grandpa or grandpa, whatever he was. Kind of ashamed of the quality of the build he had compared to this, because this is really something special. Probably be featured in magazines, might even win some type of an award for this. There we go, we're gonna go around here, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and then we'll leave this so we can tie the next one onto it. This is just incredible, it's incredible. Okay, we're gonna move this out of here, and look at that, somebody put all these pallets right here in the way.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
There's another pine one. Pine. I gotta put that over here because that's gonna be a side over here. This is a heavier duty one we can put on the bottom here. This is a hardwood one. This one's gonna go on the bottom down here. Another hardwood one and another pine one. Beautiful. All right, there we go. That one's on. And we can use this pine one again here. Huh, it says property of Coca-Cola. I hope they don't come looking for it, because it ain't there anymore. It's here. All right. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do, I suppose I could bring you guys over here so you can see a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, that one's tight in there. This is the next section right here. I would like to have gone there, but there wasn't enough of a gap to go through there to tie that one in. So we just moved it down a ways. Go underneath here. I'm gonna pull that tight. I'm gonna go around one more time. It's gonna work faster, cheaper, and better than nails, I think, but that's just me. It's kind of nice not having to worry about nails sticking out all over like I had them before. I think we're gonna go around this one more time over here because I've got wire, so I might as well. Come on, baby. I know you can do it. There we go. Now we're gonna tie it tight to this one. And we'll go back across here just because I can. Because I don't want to cut the wire, just put it on extra. There we go, that's done. Now we're gonna tie the top together up here. So here I'm just gonna use a short piece of wire, because all I'm gonna do is go around this whole thing. I'm gonna tie this because it's got a notch in it, so that'll bite good there. It's gonna come around here. It's almost like using wire like a rope, kinda, and then around here. And then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around here, stick this through underneath. And I can cinch this one up tighter. Oh yeah, that's gonna work good. We'll go around this a few times. Like I said, nothing fancy, but it's gonna work. And this fencing I bought the other day it's a 1/4 mile, so 440 yards of electrical fence wire, 17 gauge. That's what this is. It was 20 bucks for the whole roll. It weighs about 10 pounds. So that one's done. Now we're gonna move down. Okay, so I got another piece of wire. I'm just gonna tie one side right here, and then we'll use the same wire to tie the next one down on the bottom. So I'm just gonna bring this out to the edge here, go around like that, and then we're gonna go back around one more time. So I'm doubling it up. I anticipate that's where most of the pressure is gonna be, on the bottom, well, on the top too, I guess. Tie that and we'll go around one more time. Over here. We're gonna leave that, and then we'll put the next pallet over here. I'm gonna go to the other side right now, and we're gonna tie this one in. The one that sits right here. All I gotta do on this one now is bring this pallet up. And again, they don't have to line up anything special. There we go, now she's tight. I'm gonna go one more time. I got enough wire to do one more time, and then go back to the other side where I can get it nice and tight. That's good there. I'll come back to this one. And then we can tighten this whole thing up. Basically, I'm just kind of like tying it in itself and pulling it nice and tight. There we go. That's good. We're going to do one more down on this end here. Right down in this corner here. With this one. And then we'll put another wire across the top. And then this side will be ready to be filled. We'll get a whole nother trailer load full in here easily. So it seems like a trailer load full. 2.5 sections, something like that. Seems to be about all you need. There we go, and then I leave enough so we can do the next one. There we go, and now we're gonna do one across the top. So then this one's just gonna go right here. So they're 3-4 feet across, something like that, or apart. So this is what holds the whole thing together, basically. And we'll just go across to the other side. I think I'm gonna tie it right to the other 2 pallets. That should be good. You don't have to get it super tight, because it'll get tight once the wood is in it to put pressure out. Here we go. And I think that should be good enough for this section. Let's take a look at it here. Get my wrinkled old carcass out of here. Here's what we got. This is where we ended before, and it gets pretty nice and tight. Once you get the wood in there, it starts to push out, and there's another one going across. Where the heck was it? Somewhere right here, there's one that goes across. Anyway, and then down here, I've got them tied in the corners, there and there and there. And this one goes across, tied right here's a corner. Right here's a corner tied together, and this one goes across side to side. Two more corners tied together down there, and then down here, and then this one goes across over to there. And then I've got wire tying this one in right here to the bottom one, and then this will tie in the next section. Same over here, I got the bottom tied in, and this will tie in the next section over here. So pretty simple. One wire across the top, and then the two bottom corners and the top corners, and that's it. Looks like the cat's enjoying the sun. And I think this cat might be gonna have kittens, because I noticed it's got a very bulbous belly, and I feel nipples on the bottom. So I think she's pregnant, or gonna be, or is working on it. Something like that. What do you think?
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Yeah, you're a nice cat. Okay, so there, another bunch of cages put together. I got a bunch more pallets here left, so we can just keep building this direction. And then I'm thinking what we're gonna do is probably eventually build another one right next to it, so it's just wide enough to walk between, so like 3 feet apart. And then once I empty this row out, I can get at that row, and I'll make it so I won't start for a ways, so I can come in from either side and go all the way around this, and we can come in from this side or that side. And I think 2 rows running parallel with a space in between for air. And even if I can't get to that one, I can have the trailer parked out here next to the other one. I can chuck the wood into the trailer if I have to, or drive around to the other side, because I left enough space there we can drive between there. And then up front here, we'll leave enough space around this one so we can go around the edge, and we'll put 2 rows running parallel. And this is running east and west. And so that way the sun is going to be hitting all the time from the south, you know, 365 days a year. And you got prevailing winds out of the north, northwest, south, southwest. You get winds coming from there, generally not too much out of the east. That's kind of what we have. So there you go, I got that done. Now tomorrow I'm gonna go do some splitting, and then we're gonna come in, we're gonna start filling this baby up again and add a couple more sections and go farther with it, maybe build another one. So lots more resplits to do, and that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, because I think I got a full day tomorrow. So we'll find out. You're gonna come back, we'll see you then. What do you got to say, Kat? Can you say goodnight, Irene?
Hasta la vista, baby.
Kat says, go to my channel, watch some other videos. Otherwise, what time will we see you? 5:30 a.m. That's what she says. All right. Good night, Irene.